Nico!
Get ready for the next battle.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Nico's World video. It's your boy Nico's World.
Nico!
And today we're gonna go over some of my fights, just kind of review what what I was doing and the thought process behind it. I haven't done a video like this in a while, and you guys really seem to like these videos and like how I kind of think about my next move or what my opponent is doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you that. Yeah, so I know how ranked is, and it's only going to get harder with the new rank reset coming in. So, this is kind of giving you guys an opportunity to kind of prepare, maybe just kind of see how I think, and, maybe it'll help you. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm fighting a Lee, and I'm not going to lie, guys, the match, before it even started, I'm already thinking, what is he capable of? What does Lee have? What is Lee known for? What is the cheese that he has too? Like every character has cheese. What is he gonna try to throw at me? What is he gonna try to hit me with? Down threes, down forward ones to standing fours. I'm already kind of thinking of what he's capable of and what he has before the match even starts.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, so he started the round with a series of lows. I don't know what the annotation for that is. I'm not an elite player, but that's what he chose to just, start the round with. Is he going to try to do that again at the start of the round? It's just, you have to take mental notes of everything your opponent does from start to finish. So he started with that. Will he try to do that the next time? Let's find out. That is a high. I know for a fact that second hit is a high that needs to be ducked. He will not get away with that again. Or if he does do it again, the less chance it will likely work against me because I am taking mental notes of that. I know that is a high. He better be very careful on how he uses that because if he tries to use it over and over again, it's not going to work. Tried to power crush and then power crushed again. Okay, he likes power crushes. Okay, right there, that was bad for me. Reason being is because he tried to launch me. I don't know what the annotation for that is. Again, I'm not a Lee player, but that is a launcher that Lee has, and that is minus 13 or 12, I believe, on block. But I opted for down back 4. That was bad. I should have took the guaranteed damage instead of risking my life for the low. It still worked, but anytime you can take the free damage, take the free damage. Don't try to do something like this. That was bad for me. So judging from this whole sequence, he tried to disrespect me in a couple different ways. So I need to take a note of that. He seems to be very disrespectful. He doesn't really want to stay put from this a couple seconds of information that I got. He's doing a lot of shit. He's not holding back. I should have killed him right there. I didn't even need heat burst.
Fight.
Okay, right there, that was bad for me. I've seen that flowchart from Lee players before. They use the 4-4-3 into hop kick. I've seen that before. It's because of the pushback that the 4-4-3 grants you, that they're expecting you to run into something. I should have known better than that. I should have used a move with more range, but I got launched because of it. I should have known better than that. I could have done like down forward 3-3 or back 3. I had options, but I fucked up on that one. That's my fault. Nico, come on now, duck that, man. Stop playing.
Fight.
Okay, so overall, I'm not too happy with how I played. I feel like I could have played better. If I had to give a rating for that match just now, I would give myself like a C. There were things that should have been ducked earlier. I should have been. I don't know why I let him get away with those lows because you don't have to eat those. You can duck and just punish him for that. So I was letting him get away with certain things that I shouldn't have been letting him get away with. So I could have done better. Not happy with the performance so far from me.
One. Fight.
So if you remember last time, guys, what did he do at the start of the round? Right? He did a series of lows. What did he just try to do just now? A series of lows. He tried to do the same thing that he did the last time. So I reversed a retreated orbital because I wasn't. This was kind of to make it to where I could kind of play a little bit more safe-ish if he tried to advance towards me, because I'm not always 100% sure what the opponent is gonna do, but I'm taking hints of what they're giving me. So I had a pretty clear like, okay, he's probably gonna do that. So I'm good, but just to try to play it a little bit more safe because that orbital is risky. I'm gonna retreat orbital because that will give me space, and the only way he can really hit me from that is if he comes at me like full force, So yeah, so I decided to retreat orbital and I hit him, and yeah, it worked out.
Round two. Fight.
Okay, at this point in the match, what I'm thinking is that this guy is a mashy motherfucker, bro. He is pressing every 2 seconds. He keeps pressing. He does not want to hold back. He does not want to block. He keeps trying to do something. So in my head, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I already won in my head because he's just pressing too much. He's not trying to respect me. He's always trying to disrespect me. You can hear the counter hit sound every single time. Like he does not want to hold back. So I know how to keep you in check. I know what to stop you. I know how to demand respect from my opponent. So just off of this alone, I'm like, all right, I kind of already won because he won't respect anything. So, Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that went exactly how I thought it would in my head. So as soon as I grabbed him and knocked him on the ground, I was already thinking forward three, press back, just to kind of get a reaction out of him. I was wholeheartedly expecting him to overreact and do something, stupid. And it worked completely in my favor. I was 100% expecting this. Like that, like I had an image in my head and it went exactly how I thought it would.
Round three. Fight.
So honestly, I just did the same thing that when he did the rage art. I literally did the same thing. I just did forward three and then press back, and he basically, reacted expecting me to come in, but it was a pump fake basically. So I created him or made him overreact, and I made him think like, okay, I'm gonna come in right now. No, not really. I just wanted you to do something stupid like that, like a whiff. And he proceeded to whiff in front of my face and, punish with Lars's 3+4. So Lars can make his opponent make stupid mistakes with his, built-in movement, sort of. He has ways to make you do something stupid and overreact. And, that's just one of the ways I use it to my advantage. Okay, so right here in my head, I'm checking my opponent 100%. I'm doing largest silent entry 1. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to hit because my opponent has not given me a reason to trust him to stay put. He's been eating counter hits left and right, counter hit grabs left and right, counter hit lows, silent entry 2 left and right. He does not want to stay still. He's not giving me an indication to not check him or, apply a gimmick or, do a low or anything. Like, he's in my head, he's in rage. I'm plus in his face. He's going to try to rage art, because he's been trying to armor his way out of things. He tried to rage art, wake up rage art. So my opponent has given me no indication that he's willing to stay put. So I'm checking him 1,000%, and it's going to hit.
You win. Round 1. Fight.
She did Asuka's down forward 2 into dick jab. So what that tells me is mashy. That's kind of mashy because that is -7 on block, I believe, and then she opted for a dick jab. So I mean, it worked, but don't do that again. Because I take mental notes of anything, and I absolutely could have made that hurt if I decided to do like larges like back 4 or something like that. I could have done back 2, 3. I had options to do some damage when she did that. So if she attempts to try to do that situation again, I'll remember that and make it hurt. That was a good delay for my opponent. Okay, so right there, again, mashy. She did, I think that's Asuka's full forward 4. It's a homing move mid. I think it knocks down, I believe. But it is -8 on block. So a friend of mine plays Asuka, and he told me that he's seen that flowchart before. It's not good. It's not a smart flowchart because what they're expecting you to do is jab. They're expecting you to do a high. That's why she was in full crouch, because you could decide to be in crouch from that attack if you want. Not really a good idea, honestly. I wouldn't, that wasn't really too smart, because that low is on the slower side, I believe. It's not super fast, and then especially since you're on minus frames, it makes it more likely for you to eat a counter hit as you did just now. So, yeah, again, the whole mashy, I kind of, checked her, and she got launched. Okay, she likes to do a lot of things into duck. She likes to do a lot of attacks into duck into dick jab. She really doesn't want to give up her turn, clearly. So I'm just taking notes as she keeps doing this. I can tell she really just wants to be the aggressor. She doesn't really want to be the defender. So I easily could have stopped her with like a down forward 1 if I wanted to, or honestly any mid. But I did largest forward 2-1. So if she keeps doing this, I gotta take notes of this and be like, okay, you keep doing that, I'm just gonna do a raw mid next time. Another thing she keeps doing is she's ducking quite a bit. Anytime I go into stance with plus frame, she seems to like to duck a little bit too much. So I'm taking notes of that. It seems like her defense is just like ducking. I'm not really impressed with these ducks. I don't think these ducks are like skillful ducks. I think these ducks are like, I'm just ducking when he goes into stance no matter what type of ducks. Those aren't really skillful ducks because I have mids, trust me. So I've seen that flowchart pretty often from Asuka's. When they knock you down with that low, they get their stock. And what they try to do is they try to do that homing high, which is plus on block. They do have a mid, but I guess the homing high is more rewarding on block. But they like to do that quite a bit, quite often. I've seen that a lot. So it was dangerous to duck. Don't get me wrong. It was absolutely dangerous to duck right there. But, I felt like it was I had a good read that she was going to try to do that. And, yeah, it worked out. Sidestep. Okay, so right here, guys, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Anytime you hit an Asuka player with Lars' Silent Entry 2, they like to parry. I have seen they've been doing that since Tekken 7. I've experienced Asuka players doing this in Tekken 7, and it's universal, right? Like from God all the way down to First Dance, because that parry is pretty fucking brain dead. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheesy. Yeah, they like to do it a lot. I've seen it on Twitter of Asuka players. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've just sat there and like looked at Asuka players doing that parry shit. The Asuka players are never beating the allegations. You look pretty fucking stupid when you do that shit, and it just whiffs, and you just sitting there looking stupid. Like I've seen this too many times. I was expecting this too many times. Like, I know she's going to do this. Before the match even started, if you fight an Asuka player, you're going to see that parry at least once or twice. Like, there's no way they're not going to do it. Expect it. And punish her properly for it.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, so in that whole scenario, I did Lars' down forward 3-3, and she opted for, I think it's a 4-forward 1-2, I believe it is. That is a mid-high. So you kind of want to try to remember the scenario and how that just kind of painted out, because if, how I like to think of Tekken sometimes is like a play. It's orchestrated. It's like you're watching, a play, basically. So this person did down forward 3-3, and then this person responded with this attack. So you need to kind of find the weakness in that whole couple seconds and scenarios of attacks. So right there, if I do that attack again, will she respond with that again? Me knowing that second hit is a high, if I do put her in that same situation and she responds with that same thing, that's easy duck into the launch. Yeah, these are back-to-back ducks. She's ducking too much. She's ducking way too much.
Round 1. Fight.
She keeps trying to do something after a forward 4 on block. I don't know why. I've been punishing her every time she's been attempting to do something off of that attack. So off of this, guys, I'm gonna let you know right now, keep doing something until they fucking stop and get it in their head that they are not allowed to do whatever they're trying to do with whatever attack they did that's minus, significantly minus on block. It's not unsafe on block, but your turn is done, and you need to understand that, and this is me making sure that you understand you don't get to do anything after that. You must block, and if you don't block, you're gonna get hit. I should have broke that. That's a 2 break. A lot of Asuka players like that grab. Bitch, I'm in heat. When Lars is in heat, you don't get to bully me with plus frames unless you're like really, really plus. So,
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Round 2. Fight.
oh shit, that was an accident. Okay, so all of that right there is just flowchart. I've seen this flowchart from a lot of Asuka players from all ranks. Essentially, she's just looping her plus frames, so plus frames into plus frames. A lot of Asuka players I've seen, they do the 4-forward-1 into the homing high because that's plus as well. It's +3 on block. I've seen this all before. Actually, there was a video I put out a while back. My Jin was fighting in Asuka, and she literally did the exact same thing, and I think she was a Fujin. So this is kind of comes into knowing with the matchup, sort of. Well, not knowing the matchup, but just knowing what where the flow charts are. Because when you understand the flow chart, most of the time, like 80 to 90% of players play the character the same way. Yeah, so this isn't really anything new to me. I've seen this all before. So if she tries to do 4-forward-1 into the homing high and she abuses that too much, that will be ducked. It is dangerous to duck, though, because she does have a safe mid launcher in that situation. But, I do know that flow chart. I do know that's a high. And if she keeps trying to abuse that against me, it's not going to go down the way she thinks. Okay, right here I lost the round, right? But I gained so much information just off of this round loss. So if you look closely, check this out. So in a matter of a few seconds, if you saw and were paying attention to those clips, what was she doing? What did she keep doing? She's ducking way too much. These are not skillful ducks. Like, I can tell when my opponent does like a skillful duck and like, okay, that was a good duck. That was a nice block. But these are not like good ducks. These are, I'm ducking no matter what when he's trying to do something. She did the can into duck into dick jab before. And then she did a can into automatic low parry. So she's just ducking. She's ducking way too much. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I love it when they do this. Reason being is because you're already conditioned. I don't have to condition you. I don't have to do any crazy spinning or, dynamic entry 3 down. I don't have to do anything. You're already ducking for me. Like you're in your head. He's going to do a low. He's going to do a low. That just makes my job a million times easier. I don't have to do lows. I just can do mids. I don't have to do any lows. You're ducking way too much. You're already conditioned, basically, is what I'm saying. So, with every low parry and how often she's doing it and how often she's trying to duck me, that just opens me up to really just make it hurt and throw out these mids. And that's what I want. I want to throw out mids. I mean, yeah, because, part of the reason of doing lows in the first place is to, kind of put it in your opponent's head like, damn, maybe I should duck. But you're just ducking off rip. So I'm like, you know what? Shit, say less.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, so right here, guys, after I did down forward 3-3 before, if you remember back a little bit earlier, what did she try to do in response to down forward 3-3? Think about it. What did she try to do in response after I did this attack? Let's watch. Remember, your opponent snitches on themselves. You just got to pay attention and just listen to their offense. When you listen to their offense and you pay attention to what they're doing, they're snitching on themselves. That's my motto. Your opponent will snitch on themselves. If they do the same thing over and over again, they're snitching on themselves. Hey, look, I'm doing a high in this string. See? I keep doing a low after this attack. See? You see me doing this a low? You paying attention? See, I did this mid into this elbow, and the elbow's a high. And I'm literally saying, high. Like, Asuka's literally, she says high when she does that attack. All you gotta do is listen, guys. That's all you gotta do. They're still ducking me. Whiffed grab into parry. See? Okay. Interesting choices. You don't have health for that. But yeah, so when she tried to do the rage art, that told me something else as well. Not only did it not work, and it worked in my favor, but that also showed me that she's willing to do rage arts in, when she's under pressure. So that gave me information right there. I'm like, okay, right there, it didn't work. Not only did it not work, but you told me that you're willing to, you're not even willing, you're gonna, do that. You're gonna rage art under pressure. Just gotta take notes. Take notes. Everything that they do, even if it does work or it doesn't work, doesn't matter. Win a round, lose a round, doesn't matter. Just keep taking notes.
Round 4. Fight.
God damn, the damage. A lot of fucking damage. Okay. Yeah, I thought she was gonna do the high, so I ducked. I got fucked up on that one.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, right there, bad for me. Horrible. Horrible punish. I could have got way more off of that whiff. I could have arc blasted right there. Bad choice of punish for me. I should have hurt her way more right there. That was bad for me. Bad. Still bad. Nope, that's not it. That is not the correct punish. That is minus 18 on block. That is launch punishable. I should have killed her for that. I could have arc blasted, forward back to 1. Bad. Bad. This is just how you need to take accountability for your, how you play in your gameplay, right? I had 2 opportunities to launch her and I jabbed in both situations. So that was just bad for me on both ends. Bad. So right here, that is Asuka's sidestep 2. That is minus 13 on block. It is an evasive mid. It is a launcher in heat. But a lot of Asuka players like to do this after a heat burst too, whether they pop their heat or you pop yours. They like to do that. But I did not punish this correctly. So my punishment in this round was bad. This is not good. I need to do better than that. Okay, so right here in my head, there is no way I'm not checking her in this situation. Reason being is because there's a lot of reasons, actually. Well, first of all, she's in rage. She did try to rage art earlier, so that's more than enough reason to check her in this situation. And also, she's been ducking me a lot. She's been ducking way too much. She's been, can into duck. When I go into stance with plus frames, she ducks. So there's no reason for me not to really check her in this situation. She's been ducking and rage arting, so no, I'm checking her 100%. There's no way I'm not doing this mid. Okay, and there you have it, guys. So, this just comes with, character knowledge to some degree. Knowing the matchup, thinking about the match before the match even starts, getting your head right, thinking like, what is the cheese? What are the moves that this character likes to use or players like to use? What is the flow charts? What is the cheese? What does he do when I do this? What does he do when I do that? What is he doing with his plus frames? Can he break grabs? These are the kind of questions that I ask when I'm fighting you, right? And as I'm fighting you, I'm watching everything that you're doing. I'm taking mental notes. What did you do after I did this attack? What did you respond with? You did that. That's a high in that second hit. What did you do? What move do you like to keep using? That's unsafe on block, so it's things like that. Are you ducking too much? These are the kind of things that you need to ask yourself as you're fighting your opponent, right? And, do an attack, see how they respond. They're plus on black, plus on black, plus on block. What did they do, right? What did they do a gimmick? Did they do something fake? Did they keep it real? Like, what did they do? Yeah, hopefully, how I think will help, guide, other large players and, how to kind of operate or how to help, help you think about how the match may go. Again, I'm not the best fucking player in the world, but, I do feel like I have a strong sense of Tekken fundamentals and Tekken knowledge because I've been playing this game or this franchise for a very long time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the love and support as always, and I'll see you in the next Nico's World video. Be safe out there, guys. Take care.